Emily Rose, and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. This is not my typical background, but it is 6 o'clock in the morning and I couldn't sleep, so I wanted to do something productive. I went another week without making a video or posting a video. This does not make me feel good because to me, booktube is like a major way to connect with people, and I feel like I have connected with people, and I feel like I just barely like scratched the surface so far of like getting to forge friendships with people who are on here. I feel like there's a lot more that I would like to do on here, and a lot more that I would like to say on here, learn on here, read on here, connect on here. I do have homework due today. I have the first part of a paper due today. I'm very much like, when it comes to like schoolwork and things like that, I'm very much a perfectionist. It takes me a very long time to do things for it. Like, I need to sit for like a long time to feel like content with what I've done so far. So anyways, I was laying in bed and I was thinking, like, how am I going to do well in school, do what I feel like I need to do in school, enjoy time with my 6-month-old? How do I be a mom to a baby, be a girlfriend to a boyfriend who is here all the time, do laundry, make food, read, talk about reading? I just still haven't like really entirely figured out the balance that I need to have in order to accomplish all of these things. And the other day, on Valentine's Day actually, I was getting kind of overwhelmed again, and was telling Will and like feeling like I'm not doing enough and like I need to be doing better with, you know, the booktube and like school and like being with Roman. And he's like, you know, you are not always going to get to be at home with Roman. Can you just enjoy your time with him? He is very much baby. You know, you had him 6 months ago and you're trying to do all these new things like school and doing the booktube, and you know, he's only going to be a baby for so long. And that kind of made me like take a step back, because it's so true. I will always have school. Booktube will always be here. And I know I'm told all the time how fast it goes, and I totally believe that. For me, like, school is a way to better myself, be able to be more lucrative, if that's the word that I'm looking for, financially stable in my future, for Roman's future. And so while that is important, and it is top priority after Roman, booktube is something that gives me the outlet that I so badly need. And so it's also extremely important. So I don't know why there's that ramble. So here is what I'm going to be doing. Today is Sunday. I think what I'm going to do is just because like I don't always, it sounds really like whatever. So it's really hard for me to, in the space that I am in, which is not my own space, it is difficult to like sit down. Sometimes like I feel like the lighting is off and this and that. There are people talking, like people in here, and I don't feel like I can like really make videos, like when I'm able to make videos, when Roman is sleeping, or it's just gotten a lot harder, I feel like. So what I'm going to do is just like more so focus on doing vlogs. You have no idea how many vlogs I've made and have edited and then have scrapped because I didn't feel like they were good enough. But if I'm going to keep up with this booktube channel right now, every week, I really need to get more comfortable with doing vlogs. And I also need to be more comfortable with waking up early and reading. Because I finished The War of Art, which I very much enjoyed. It was a real kick in the ass, and I did take a bunch of notes. Today is Sunday. I do have a lot of schoolwork to do. I go to SNHU online, and we have assignments due on Thursdays and on Sundays, but the major assignments are due on Sundays. So of course today's Sunday, that's why I decided to sit down and do this right now, because I make no sense. So I finished The War of Art, which I do want to talk about. I have like quotes that I really liked written down in my little journal, and so yeah, I have those notes. Still haven't finished You Are a Badass. I really need to because I love it. And I was just gonna focus, like I said, I was just gonna focus on nonfiction, on self-help, because that is where my primary focus is going to go to. But I also think that reading should also be like fun and like escapism, and I don't really feel like that's been the case lately. I kind of have hit a reading slump, and that's also been hard to do booktube when I'm in a reading slump. So several of my favorites on here have spoken about the lies of Loch Lamora, and it sounds really cool, like pirates, and Michael Knipp explained it as like Fast and the Furious, like friends, like do or die people, and so I'm really excited to get into this. I don't know how long it's going to take me. Because I haven't really had time to read. I haven't had time to read. I think that that's like a major excuse that I tell myself, and it's quite frankly bullshit, because I'm sure that I could spend 15 to 20 minutes at some point in my day reading. There's like 530 pages in this book, so I think that I could read this. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. Have I already said that 10 times? Okay, so that is what I'm going to be doing. So my plan is to do some schoolwork, read a little bit. So I'm writing a paper on Mao Zedong. I think I said that correctly. If you don't know about him, he was Chinese ruler, I guess you'd say, and I'm learning a lot about him. I'm writing a paper on the Great Leap Famine, if you're interested. So I guess it's not totally true that I haven't been reading, but I'm quite certain that BookTube is not interested in my academic journals that I'm reading for my research paper. But I have found it very interesting. I have lots of things to do for it. I am enjoying the process and going nuts in the process, but I am enjoying it. I cannot believe that Roman is still sleeping without me like being up there. So I'm going to stop talking now and get to work and hopefully start reading The Lies of Locke Lamora. So I will talk to you later. Bye. Hello. Today is Monday, and you can hear Harry Potter in the background because Will got the stupid new Samsung where you have to plug in the Type-C headphones, and he doesn't know where the headphones are that came with the phone. So you'll be hearing that in the background. But what I'm going to do is, so the background that you normally see in my videos are, as I said in the last video, not my books. But I did get permission to take those books down, put them in a safe location, and then put my books up, which will be nice because then it's like more my own space. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm just going to show you. So I have 2 full containers, and then I have a smaller container. I'm just going to see how this first container goes, like as far as how much space I have left. But yeah, I don't know what books are in here. I don't even remember all the books that I have. But as you can see, this weighs, how much did it weigh?
What?
How much did the container weigh?
70 pounds.
The
70 pounds.
The container weighed over 70 pounds. And that might even be less because we couldn't fit the whole container on the scale, obviously. But this is one of the containers. When I was pregnant, I put all of the containers in this thing so that we had more space in the bedroom that we're staying in. So yeah, I am going to go through them and see how it goes. So that's what I am doing now. Okay, so I have 2 of the shelves emptied. These on the floor are the books that I've taken off so far, so you can see that actually a lot of books will fit on there. And then here are also not my books, not my style of book. That I probably won't take those off of there. And I might take some of those. Oh, can't really see. I'm really excited to have my own space and put my books on the shelves. So I'm not entirely sure yet how I'm going to do it. As you can see, I'm kind of like cornered in here. And I think it might take too long to go through like each and every book. So I might like quickly go through them or something, but we'll see. So stay tuned. Here are all the books, and there are the books that I want to go through. So I've now kind of cornered myself even more so in here by taking all of these off. That was kind of silly. So I've said before that I like acting and plays and things like that. I didn't know where this was at, but a few years ago, April 2016, I did The Tempest, and I was Ariel, and they filmed it, and I haven't known where it was at, so I just now found it. It was in with my book, so I'm really excited about that. I've already emptied it out just a a little bit. So I'm excited to like start touching my own books and like have a place for them again. Okay, so I have all of my books from the one container out. So I'm going to probably take those ones off as well now that I have all of mine out. It's basically an empty container now, except for a few magazines that I don't know why I like decided to keep and put in storage. And then like some DVDs and stuff that I want to keep and hold on to. So I'm going to put all of these books in there. Take these ones off up here. And then kind of go through and organize, and maybe even if Roman decides to continue sleeping, then maybe I will, I completely lost my train of thought. Maybe I will get to go through another shelf. So, okay, so I'm just going to put these books in there and then I'll continue to the next step. Look who's awake. Say hi, YouTube. Say hey, guys. So, that is still going to be a process, but I'm still going to put my books, organize them and things like that. You can see that I have kind of quite a variety. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to organize them. I really liked what Charlotte did on, I forget what her YouTube name is, but Charlotte, she made a really cool video of the books that she maybe hasn't read yet, all the books that she hasn't read. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to maybe like kind of show it in the same way that she did it, and then I'll show you like where I place those books. So I'm going to do that now. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, February the 20th. I am still working on my reading vlog. So I have essentially gotten almost zero reading done. I forget if at the beginning of this week I hadn't finished. That's Roman, obviously. I forget if I have finished the War of Art at the beginning of this week or if I had already finished it. But I'm definitely finished with it now. I have made notes on it. Because I would like to start like a self-help series, like on self-help books that I like. But so yeah, I finished that. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I'm going to feel the need to read it again. I started out really strong, loving it, like messaging one of my best friends and telling her that she needs to read it too. I don't know if it's because like I slowed down the pace of reading. Like the first 2 days that I read it, I read like, I sat down for longer than I have been since starting school to read it. And then like consistently, I got slower and slower with wanting to sit down and read it. I don't know why. I think that like at the beginning, I was really interested in like the resistance side of like what that looks like, what it is, why we get that. That was really, really interesting to me. I love to hear why I would prefer to do anything else than sit down and write or paint or junk journal or whatever. By the way, if you're into junk journaling, I personally haven't made any videos yet, but Krissy the Whimsy is starting to. I'm super, super excited to see like what the way that she works in her book, and she's going to inspire me to also make content on that. So again, I have not started doing that yet. I was starting to do it before I started school and like made a few videos. I'll have to go back in those videos and see like if they're even worth posting. But Krissy the Whimsy is definitely starting to make junk journals. So definitely if you're interested in that, go over to her channel and check that out. But so yeah, so I finished The War of Art. I finished You Are a Badass. And I listened to You Are a Badass and I read The War of Art, and I really need to return that to the library. But I wanted to wait until I filmed the video of me talking about it because I feel like I hardly ever like hold a physical book. So not that it matters, I guess, but yeah, so I'm going to do that. I guess I did get a good bit of reading done then if I finished 2 books. But so the next 2 books that I'm starting, I started Wherever You Go, There You Are. Honestly, at this point right now, standing in the kitchen, I do not know who wrote that, but I will post a picture of it or probably hold the book because I actually have the physical book upstairs. And I took the love of my life to the airport. He is flying to Texas as we speak. He did get called out late last night, and early this morning we took him to the airport. And on the way back from the airport, so on the way back from the airport, I started listening to, I had several credits available on Audible, and when I was going through like my okay, I need to like focus more on self-help for sure. I need to focus on that. That's what I need to do. That'll make me feel better. I downloaded a whole bunch of books with all my unused credits. And one of the books that I downloaded was, it's not You Can Heal Your Life. I have not read that one, and that is not the one that I downloaded. It was, oh gosh darn it. The Power Is Within You by Miss Louise Hay.
Make this different.
Oh, there it is. So if you're not familiar with Louise Hay, then you're probably not familiar with self-help books in general. She is apparently the goddess of self-help. And so I started listening to that one, and she is reading it on the Audible version, and her voice is wonderful. I actually have never read any of her books, like I said, but on YouTube, when I was pregnant, when I was at the gym, like walking or whatever, I would listen to her like affirmations, like your soon-to-be mother affirmations, and that was really lovely. I really, really enjoyed it. And I love her voice, and she just makes me feel calm. So I'm excited to dive into that book. So I'm sure I'm not going to finish it by tomorrow, but I feel like with the footage that I got from organizing my bookcase, I feel like this is probably going to be long enough. So I'm actually this is probably the last thing that I'm going to film for this week, and start another one on Sunday probably. And I'm gonna try to post these on Fridays in addition to maybe a different video on Sunday, depending on how the week is going. I have actually done 0 homework so far, and all of it is due on Sunday. I really need to get myself together, as much as I want to just sit down and film videos and read books, and basically do anything else other than what I have to do. I cannot. So yeah, that's what's going on. That is what happened this week. I finished 2 books, and I started 2 books. Oh wait, and I also started The Lies of Locke Lamore. Will tried to take that to Texas with him, and I was like, absolutely not. So now I really do have to like read it. I can't really procrastinate too much, otherwise he'll be like, why didn't you just let me take it with me? Because he reads way faster than I do. Why am I so out of breath? Okay, good deal. I have a little baby who's pounding over there who probably needs to take a nap, and I have things to do. I will talk to you later. Oh wait, I guess I should probably end this vlog then. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your patience with me. Okay, so he was starting to get cranky, so I figured that I would come over here and finish off this video. Look at my little 6-month-old. We had a doctor's appointment for him yesterday, and he weighs 21 pounds. So out of 100 babies, he is the 95th biggest. Huh. Yep, that's right. But we are not shaming him. We are extremely proud of how healthy he is. And so, yeah, I really hope that neither of our heads are cut off in this. I can't really see. So he's going to let his mommy read more next week. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate, again, your patience. I'm sorry I missed another week last week. I'm really, seriously, every time that I don't post on a Friday or a Sunday, I seriously feel really guilty, just because I want so badly to continue being a part of the community and like growing on here with you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you take good care, and I will talk to you next time. Goodbye.